Hello, my dear friends, wherever you are in the world. I hope you are all having a fantastic weekend so far. It is Friday, those late Friday night drinks into the weekend. How are you spending yours so far? Have you popped that bottle of wine? I am going to be popping mine very, very soon. Apologies for interrupting your Friday fun, but I thought why not come on very briefly to reflect upon this story I have come across. But before I do, welcome aboard Francis Page Media. Thank you so much for subscribing and for those thoughts and comments. You guys are making a big difference to the growth of Francis Page Media. So this story here, someone is saying that Meghan Markle is no longer an A-lister after she attended that event recently in LA. I'm talking about the Children's Gala, where she posed on the red carpet wearing that red dress, which has since gone viral for all the wrong reasons. Now, people are really saying Meghan Markle is no longer an A-lister because she attended this event where all of these so-called A-listers, but no longer A-listers, attended. And apparently the event was also hosted by Costco and a range of other brands, and that these brands really don't host A-listers, they host D-listers. And so that Meghan Markle, for that reason, knows where she belongs, okay, in the D-listers group. And I'm wondering, since when Meghan Markle was an A-lister anyway, because so many people never knew about Meghan Markle until she got married to Prince Harry. So was she really an A-lister? And this is one of those things where you start to feel sorry about Meghan Markle, because even attending this event, you could see that she looked like a lost sheep. You know, she looked out of place. You could see her not receiving that warmth that we usually see celebrities, A-listers receiving from their friends. So she was kind of lonely, and I think this is because on her way up, these very people that we saw at this event supported Meghan Markle. They used to be her friend, some of those. But when she got into the royal family, she dumped all of these friends. She didn't even invite them at her wedding. Okay, so she invited the likes of Oprah Winfrey, George Clooney, big celebrities that were not really her friends at the time, but because she had married into the royal family and she thought, I'm now big, this is where I belong, and therefore she abandoned all of her friends at the time and went with the celebrities. And one of those friends actually I got to know was this girl from Made in Chelsea. Most of you must have known about that soap. It used to air here in the UK, and apparently that girl was also allegedly supposed to be her matron, but she didn't. Okay, she didn't. She wasn't even invited to Meghan Markle's wedding. And now, Meghan Markle, since leaving the royal family and slowly losing that, that popularity, if you may want to call it, she has since found herself back to attending these events that she used to attend before joining the royal family and mixing with these very people that she had abandoned. You know what I mean? So, of course, they are always going to look at her as, okay, there she is. She's a user. She used us in some way to get to where she is. And now that things are not going to her plan, she's coming back to us. So, what are your thoughts, really? Have you taken time to observe how Meghan Markle was received at that children's gala? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. And someone the other day was saying that, in fact, LA doesn't need Meghan Markle now. It is Meghan Markle who needs Los Angeles more than it does, simply because now she's trying to cling on to people to try and make new friends and get back into those circles with maybe hope that those new connections will sort of enable her to break through businesses within those circles, which is really a shame, because Meghan Markle used to be a royal. She had married into the royal family. She was walking around with Prince Harry as serving royals, and people used to courtesy to her. They used to fight so hard to get a photograph with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. But now, when you look at how Meghan Markle is being treated, attending these events that she's attending these days, she looks like she looks like one of the many people attending. Nobody really wants to scrape so hard to get into that photograph with Meghan Markle, which is very, very sad, isn't it? It's like falling all the way from up there, falling from grace to the very low of points. And where this is going to end, nobody knows. But clearly you can see that Meghan Markle is becoming a very lonely figure, simply because of the path she embarked on and how she has become very controversial in almost every area of her life or wherever she steps out. Even if she tries so hard to make things work or to perform in the best way she can, things just fall apart, which is very, very sad for Meghan, because she had every potential to become one of the greatest women in the world. See what Catherine is doing now. Because of her patience, her good heart, her willingness to learn, she has got to those great places that every woman in the world would love to get to. But certainly for Meghan Markle, it was the opposite. And I don't think things will be getting any better soon. Now, there is another talk, or a rumor, should I call it, of a divorce. It's in Meghan Markle. I've read this around. And apparently there was a van seen parked outside of Montecito, and it looked as if Prince Harry was getting his belongings and parting ways with Meghan Markle. I'm not going to get very excited about that rumor, because I don't think it is a divorce as such. Things don't happen that very quickly. We know that Prince Harry had taken a break and traveled to South Africa, Lesotho. She's been away for some time from Meghan Markle, and he has really had some good time to reflect upon his relationship and how he is going to be moving forward, allegedly. But I don't think it has come to him making this decision that very soon, okay, to divorce or part ways with Meghan Markle within this short period of time. Most of you who have friends who have gone through divorce will tell you that it isn't a process that happens overnight. Okay, so I'm not going to be very, very excited about that, but only time will tell. And I don't think at this moment the royal family, Prince William, Catherine, would really want Prince Harry back here now to bring back those issues when Catherine, Princess of Wales, is just starting to get back to her good health. The king is still undergoing his treatment, so they don't want that headache that Prince Harry would bring back on his return. And if this divorce, of course, was to happen, get who would be picking up all the pieces again? It would be the royal family. So I don't think they are ready to go through Prince Harry's problems right now. So please, Prince Harry, stay there for some time. No rush. Stay with Meghan Markle for now. Sort out your differences, and maybe later. What are your thoughts, my dear friends? Leave them in the comments section below. I know we always talk about Prince Harry needs to do better, needs to get rid of this mental health things that bring him that stress and all of that. But now I think we have come to a realization that really, is it worth it? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below, and stay subscribed here at Francis Page Media for all the latest that is going on in the world of our British royals.